Welcome back to Slime Rancher. Today we're getting that jetpack upgrade.
Just immediately distracted. Nice.
Ow.
No need that. It takes 20% less energy to use the jetpack with that.
Ah, so you can fly forever, is what you're saying?
Effectively. And we get another energy upgrade.
Gotta go back and get that. There we go.
After I quickly grab more crystal slimes, I'm just gonna stuff this pen.
Jesus. There's gotta be something cruel about that.
Have you seen his farm? I'm sure it violates a lot of laws. Why do you think he's on the Outer Rim?
Yesterday I went to the fucking state fair, and there was just like this agriculture place with a whole bunch of like chickens and cows in way too small pens, and I couldn't help but think, you know, this place is run by a slime rancher.
Beatrix, little bastard.
Oh, it's the Tabby Hugo Gordo, that one.
Oh no. Oh no. Killed him.
And he bursts into a bunch of babies.
Oh, hi, Box.
Slime reproduction's really weird.
I don't think they reproduce. I think they just all existed in separate forms.
That means they don't die either.
They have all been as they always have.
So that's pretty nice. It's a shortcut back to the ranch. So for a while, that's going to be the fastest way to get from the ranch to the moss blanket.
Dude, you are loaded.
Oh yeah, and that means I'm going to buy the lab.
Time to piss it all away. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Slime science!
The lab is a money sink and a half.
She's sliming me!
I think you mean.
Well, they are good insulators. There's a treasure pod in the back.
Hey, a bull!
Hey, look at this treasure pod you can't open. Congrats.
We will be able to open it later in the video, though, because the things we build here, once you've built 10 of them, that unlocks the treasure pod cracker. So the refinery, you just shoot a bunch of plorts into there, along with some of the other things like minerals, liquids, etc. Things that, like, we use the plorts to create gadgets. We use the gadgets to get liquids, minerals, etc. We put all those back into the refinery. And it's not just a matter of making more gadgets with it. Later gadgets we can use to actually help us out around the ranch. Probably the best thing, we can create our own teleporters. And that's going to be very nice, because there are not teleporters that go to every single place. We're going to have to set our own up to get anywhere really conveniently. Now, one annoying thing about the tutorial, this damn message off to the right here, that's going to stay up until you do the thing it tells you to do.
No.
Ugh.
And it takes a good long time. They want to be sure that you read it.
I just can't wait to never have money ever again.
We only really use the money to buy the blueprints for the gadgets. The gadgets themselves, you use materials. Wait, what am I doing wrong?
So man, this tutorial seems kind of obnoxious if you've done everything before.
They assume you have the reading comprehension of a second grader.
Joke's on you, I never went to second grade. How dare you assume these things?
Shoving a bunch of plorts in here. Some of the basic plorts that we got at the start of the game, like those first 4 slimes, those are a lot of the basic building blocks of some of the early gadgets. Pink plorts show up in the grand majority. Trip down memory lane is how we nearly died.
It also kind of highlighted one of the reasons why they sort of fell apart. Because they were just completely different people with different tastes.
She's so pretty. Pretty grandma.
She's a good grandma.
I love how happy all of the holes are.
Yeah, they're really excited about spitting up poop.
Get up in my guts!
And this one's really excited about eating poop, just like the refinery. It's unfortunate if you really think about it.
Not even worth it.
Yeah, we pretty much already had all of those slimes and everything. Just some extra cash. Little weird thing, when you buy a blueprint from the builder shop, the menu closes. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, that's... I guess because they don't expect you to be buying in bulk.
But these are our 3 main extractor gadgets. The pump we use to gather things like gases and liquids. The drill we use to gather minerals. And the apiary, it acts like beehives, but we just get things like honey, wax, and the rare thing, royal jelly. Even though we never see bees anywhere.
Sounds like something they'd sell at a royal wedding.
So I haven't really looked at the Slimepedia because the game already gives you that little bit of information at the right. But the Slimepedia gives you all the full information on everything. I quickly checked the extractor entry because the different locations in the game do have unique items. Like, the Indigo Quarry has a mineral that when you drill there, you will only find in the quarry. So, it's good to look at that entry and keep those in mind. And same thing with the moss blanket, you place an apiary here, you get a rare item you'll only get here.
I mean, at least it happens in a place that makes sense. Like, the quarry gets you the nice ore.
Yeah. And also, important thing to remember, the pump in the dry reef gets you a rare item there, but your ranch does not count as the dry reef. You need to go out the entrance, and that's the reef itself.
Just like 2 steps outside your door. Because that's how geography works, right?
Well... Taking you. Did I have any of my own honeys yet?
No, you did not.
Well, now I finally do.
Because you were struggling to find pure honeys.
That and hunters.
Yep.
This is a nice little sort of secret area. Honeys are pretty much guaranteed to show up here.
Neat. So all kinds of different honeys, including regular ones. Nom, nom, nom.
Please do not eat the slime, that's really fucked up.
The gun's eating it.
I mean, can a gun eat?
Fuck you, hen.
Can a gun create art?
How do gun?
Mint mango is probably... I can't really imagine how that must taste.
I bet it'd be good.
Delicious.
But that's the favorite food of the honey slime.
Really?
Huh. It's a weird choice, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'd try a mint mango at least once.
Kinda rare, you can only find it in the moss blanket.
Yeah, but you have the ones, so now you can just have a shitload more.
Yep, gonna go make a tree.
Gonna build one out of wood.
Now that garden, I'm actually gonna make a second odd onion plot. Since you only get, like, at most a third of the plot actually onions. Puddle plorts, you probably don't need to put that many into the refinery. They're only really used to make water cannons, which are things you just set up in an area where it's pretty much guaranteed to get tars a lot of the time, and they'll attack the tars when they get near. But it's not really that useful.
Yeah, I can't really imagine a situation where that'd be at all useful. Because, like, you haven't been seeing a whole lot of tars, so...
And certainly not in areas where it's a problem. But this is one way those teleporters are extra nice. This takes me directly to this one little cave in the Indigo Quarry, so I can just set up a bunch of drills in there. The extractors do come in different levels. Novices can only be used once, and then they just break. Later versions can be used multiple times, and they'll also find more items at once. These are some just extra silly things, like Slime Ball Hoop. You literally use little baby slimes as basketballs.
That's horrible.
It's real fucked up, actually.
The number one slime stage, that's just take a slime, shoot it there, and you kind of show them off for a little while.
So they can strut their stuff up on the catwalk.
Does he do a little slime dancer-rooney?
Nope, they just spin in a circle.
That's a slime dancer-rooney in my heart.
Good enough.
And there's also a thing called a Gordo snare. What you do, you set that down somewhere, put some food in there as bait, and you have to actually go to sleep in your house for it to work. But once you come out, a Gordo will be there. The early version, it's kind of random what Gordo will actually turn up. Later versions, when you use specific favorite foods of a type of slime, it's more likely that that type of Gordo will show up. So like if you're missing a really rare Gordo, you can set their favorite food in there and they'll turn up.
I mean, that's actually kind of neat. That doesn't seem that necessary.
Nah, but there is an achievement for capturing specifically a hunter Gordo.
Ooh, those sound just deadly.
Well, again, they can't move.
They just sound deadly.
Yeah.
There aren't.
Well, yeah, they're too much slime to be functional.
There we go. Indigonium is the Indigo Quarry specific mineral. We also get Jellystone, which is a little creepy.
What are the minerals used for again?
They're just pieces that are used for other gadgets.
Oh, okay. Gadgets to make gadgets to make gadgets.
Pretty much, but like, the gadgets made by gadgets are actually used around the ranch. It's tiers of usefulness.
Got it.
So it looks so, yeah, we need a lot of stuff in order to make our own teleporters. Strange diamonds, I feel like, are the rarest item in the game.
Oh boy. No teleporters for us.
No, I'll be making plenty. Luckily, some of the treasure crackers do have rare items in them, like stuff you would get from the extractors, including strange diamonds.
Oh, hello, duck.
I love this duck.
You did a little squeaky.
That duck is actually the best character in this game, this entire game.
I'm gonna put that into the pond, and like I mentioned, usually the pond can only have 4 puddle slimes in there. If you put too many of them, they'll get antsy, and they won't produce any more plorts. But putting in a rubber duck in there, you can get a 5th one in there.
Puddle slimes are a pain in the ass.
I'll save. Oh, no wait. Oh, there you are.
Oh, huh. Just jumped on back in, I guess.
Let's play catch.
What an annoying thing. I think while playing this, I had my headphones connected to my iPod, so I wasn't actually hearing any of this. Like, I was just listening to podcasts. But put a bunch of toys into these corrals. They're going to be clanging and squeaking constantly, and it's going to be really annoying.
Oh no.
A special kind of hell.
But luckily, I think we've done 3 things for Ogden now, so now we can go to his retreat.
Finally, we can visit this jerk.
Unfortunately, we can't actually use the retreat itself.
Oh.
This place really sucks.
We've got a prolonged side quest with him.
Ogden, you're an ass.
The retreat is connected to a place called the Wilds. It doesn't actually show up on your map. It's like a secret area. Look at how excited he is. But in the Wilds are things called Kokodoba fruits. Ogden is super into Kokodobas. So we teleport in there, find as many as we can, come back here. After we collect a certain amount, he'll give us different rewards like upgrades. There's only 3 upgrades. One increases the fertility of your garden soil. Another increases the capacity of the garden. And then the final upgrade is the retreat itself. But every 3 Kokodoba fruits, we get his spicy tofu.
Oh.
It's a food we can give to those slimes. It doesn't actually feed them, but they will eat it and produce a slime immediately, like whether they're hungry or not. So basically, it's just like instant fiber.
Oh, God.
Oh, you meant a plort. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. I thought it was like...
I thought you
here.
meant like slime reproduction or something.
I was like, here, eat this and birth.
No, they produce more plorts, yeah.
Okay.
I love my slime laxative.
Just imagine, like, that for, like, a human. Someone eats it and she's like, oh, God!
Just this man took some tofu and splashed some hot sauce on it.
The Wilds are also cool because they have a new type of Largo in there. These are the saber slimes. The sabers are cool. They're like the ancestor to the tabbies and what have you. But because they're so old, their genetics have effectively disappeared. They only exist as Largo combinations with others. You will never find a pure saber slime.
I love their goofy tusks.
Their DNA lives on in their poop.
It's kind of cool because, like, there is a sort of a genetic precedent for that because in humans specifically, we all have a little bit of Neanderthal DNA, but the Neanderthals themselves are long extinct. So this is like the slime equivalent of that.
Extinct is a really strong word. It's more like we kind of fucked them out of existence. No, seriously though, that's why.
I know, and it's hilarious.
It's great! Just since time immemorial, humanity's loved to bone. Anything. Literally anything.
So as we explore the wilds, we'll find a bunch of Kokodobas just growing on the ground, but also we'll find saber mud balls. The saber slimes just gather them up into, like, big old piles of crap. But luckily, around the wilds are also these little statues. They're like nutcrackers. You shoot the mud balls into there, they'll crack them, and those will give you 5 Kokodobas. Even though every saber slime is a Largo, they will all eat meat. So, like, just feed them a chicken, they'll be fine. And they all start out feral. But once you feed them, they're fine. So what I'm actually going to do with the saber plorts, I'm going to combine those with my honeys. So I'm going to get sweet little monsters.
You're gonna get wasps, basically.
Oh, Lord.
All of these guys are Largo combinations with slimes you would find by the time you get to the Indigo Quarry. You really won't need anything other than the saber plorts and the Kokodobas. Trying to collect anything else is just a good way to max out your inventory.
I like how the sabers are the only, like, I think the hunters were too, but I think they're like the only other one that are, like, angry.
They do start out like that, yeah, so it kind of counts.
I'm just glad that you're gonna be genetically engineering a yellow jacket slime.
Yes.
Because you're a monster, why would you do this?
Also, another quirk of the wilds, the teleporters are kind of on the fritz. You teleport in to one of 3 inactive teleporters. You cannot use those to escape. But around the wilds, there are 3 other active teleporters we can use to get out. And where you go in and where you come out will never really be the same.
Hey, guys. See ya.
So there's a mud ball. The wilds, you really do have to come here in batches. Like, just fill up your tank, go back to Ogden, empty it. You'll most likely have spent the entire day here. It's just a matter of this place being so huge and what your objective is. So I will be coming back here multiple times.
And I do think it looks pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a cool idea. It's probably a lot longer of a mission than is really enjoyable, but I like the idea.
Yeah, given that you need to get 75 for even the first level, it seems like a grind, honestly.
They probably could have cut it down to just like 50.
And this is the only place where you can get Kukudobas?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And sabers.
Ugh. Yeah, that is annoying. Like, if you could get it, like, throughout the world, it would have been a lot more reasonable because you could just, like, do other things while also looking out for them, but...
And you also cannot grow them.
Ah.
So, literally only find them here.
No, so you only ever find them one at a time growing on the ground.
Hurry, you big flop. Ooh, there we go.
Just all the laxatives you could need.
Got that tofu.
That'll do me. It usually ends up using up a whole day there. I need to get back and feed my slimes.
Not only is it a laxative, but it doesn't even fill you up.
So I'm gonna store my tofu in one of these silos until I get a nice big batch, and later when I get really expensive slimes, I can just empty their guts.
Create an actual shitstorm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and set up an incinerator. You need an ash trough in order to grow fire slimes, but we don't see fire slimes until the final area. Goodbye, chicken.
Oh! Oh, no!
It's really fucked up! Why would you do that?
You don't even get to eat it!
You think that's fucked up? There's 2 achievements, one for shooting a baby in there, and one for shooting a grandpa.
That's awful. This game is terrible. I hate it. 3 out of 10.
This game used to be cute, what happened?
I LP'd it.
No!
Thorn, you massive schlong.
Well, look at them. Look at how cute they are. Eat it. Eat the plort. Thank you.
I was gonna say the one honey slime just chilling.
I'm not hungry.
The one slime that doesn't want to eat poop.
So the game is pretty smart. I mentioned you cannot find pure sabers anywhere. That includes the Gordo snare. Saber slimes do not have a favorite food at all, so you would not be able to trap a Gordo.
They sound like edgy teenagers, even though they're, like, really old.
Sure, Jacob.
Like an old teenager. I think that's called an adult.
I mean, it's true. Some people just never grow up past high school.
There's no real benefit to setting up an extractor that doesn't get you something special in an area, so I kind of just wasted that drill. I will still get the usual stuff, but I won't get anything unique.
Also, Jacob, they are actually very edgy. They call themselves Saber because they're named after their favorite anime character.
I don't know that character.
It's fine if you don't. I am perfectly happy if you don't.
Got it. I'm glad I don't then.
It's anime. Of course there's someone named Saber. Oh! Okay.
Nice.
You did it, holy shit. I was hoping you'd eat it.
Nice parkour, bruh.
You have just enough to cross that water. I can finally get the treasure cracker. And the rest of this. Water for everyone.
Fuck everything.
I appreciate the celebratory water blobs.
Free water for all your little friends.
Look, you're not allowed anything involving fire after the incident, alright?
The incident.
Now, this treasure pod behind the lab is a good one to get at the start, because it gives you a bunch of really rare stuff,
Oh,
Just look at all this crap.
honeycombs.
including a diamond.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad you got salt water.
Yep, that's the stuff you can only find in the dry reef.
God, brine lakes are still a really weird thing to me.
Salty.
Well, yeah, it's water that's just incredibly salty. So salty it collects in pools at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, that's like the water under the water.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly what it is.
There is indeed water at the bottom of the ocean.
Who'da thunk?
What? I can't believe it. Ooh, what's in here?
That's another thing you get from treasure pods. Just decorations you could build on your farm.
Oh, aesthetical.
Yeah. Aesthetical and, like, for the end of the LP when I have nothing else to build. And of course, there are a bunch of other teleporters that we can build. Each color of teleporter correlates to the type of plort you need to build it. So some of them get pointlessly expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's actually really any purpose to that.
Not really.
Oh, okay, so it's just aesthetics.
Pretty much.
Well, then why not go with pink? Because pink is a great and powerful color.
Because you can only build one of each.
Damn, okay, that makes sense. Alright.
Yeah, pretty much every day. Once you've unlocked the lab, you're gonna get a bunch of new blueprints. They're gonna tend to be the same thing.
I can't imagine you needing a whole lot of portals anyway.
Oh no. When we get further in, there's gonna be a lot of places that take a long time to get to, and if you can just set up a teleporter straight to the ranch, it's super convenient.
I appreciate these dancy devices.
It is pretty great.
Just everything in this game is happy to be alive.
Except the sabers.
That's just because they're hungry.
They're happy when you feed them.
Exactly.
I just imagine the fucking, what's that song, In the Summertime, just playing throughout most of this game.
It's probably appropriate.
Yeah, actually.
I'm looking around. I'm on the hunt for green treasure.
Put on your eye patch, kids.
That just seems unnecessary. Then you're just killing your depth perception.
What you gotta be looking for.
Put on your vac and jetpack.
We got us a pack.
Please, no, not that song.
You're a slime rancher.
Yeah, Yarhar Fiddle DD, being a ranch is the right to be.
We'll dig up a box. We'll know it's filled with precious goopy. Or in this case, the ball, I guess.
And lava.
The sphere.
We know it's filled with burning lava. Oh, Christ.
Just don't drop the bottle. Do not drop the bottle.
It came in a jar. Hooray!
We'll burn off our hands, and then we'll say hooray!
Look, it's fine. You can just build new, better hands out of poop.
I don't need my hands. I've got a vacuum.
Well, I guess you have a point.
Let's just turn this into your arm cannon.
So this is actually a side path leading out from the little grotto. And it just so happens to have a little nightlight. This is the toy that the phosphors like.
Oh my goodness.
It's also really annoying because every time they touch it, it clacks, and it sounds like they're smashing it, but it doesn't break. So it's really stressful.
Carrying it is really obnoxious because it takes up so much space.
I swear it's got like a hatch pattern on it.
That's just so you can see through it.
Which is weird and confusing. So there.
A lot of games do that. I can't remember the specific term for it though. Like Mario Odyssey does that to let you see through Mario half the time. Or anything in the way.
Just transparency.
It's not transparency, there's like a very specific term for it and I just cannot remember.
So one thing you probably haven't noticed, but whenever you see those slimes popping out of specific locations, if you suck those slimes into a vacuum or shoot them, more will come out of that little opening. So like, there has to be a certain amount of slimes in an area. But it just so happens, there's a Phosphor Gordo in there. It was pretty well hidden.
Okay, but when are you gonna make a shrine full of slime lamps? This is important.
Again, that's late game when I have ports to spare. Another slime key. And money.
Yeah.
Who's that chicken? God, how do these chickens live in this box?
Well, they don't eat. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this door. Or at least grab this. That is actually a waste of a slime key, because that's just a shortcut.
Oh, okay. Why did you do that?
Because I didn't realize that. This is just the area that leads to the Ring Islands. But speaking of which, there's probably treasure on the Ring Islands.
So what the hell are these ruins from, anyway?
I don't know, but it is kind of interesting. It does seem like there was a civilization here long before what's-his-face? The Big H. Hobson Twilgers.
There's also what looked like a giant rib cage earlier.
Ooh.
Like, it's weird, because all there are slimes.
Many millions of years ago,
Slimes had bones. Bones had slimes.
Slimes with bones sounds terrifying.
I mean, there's bone marrow.
Behold the sphere bone.
Oh. Do you take fall damage in this game?
I don't think so.
Actually, no, I like that. Just a slime, a transparent slime with a skull in it.
Aw.
It'd be cute.
It would be.
This is just to show how many plorts you can accumulate if you just wait a day.
Oh my god.
So like, I was out at the wilds, I wasn't able to collect any of these, and the tanks just filled all the way up.
There's so much poop.
Cash money millionaire.
And some of these I do want to put in the refinery. The boom plorts and the rad plorts are necessary as well. Especially for the extractors.
Just you leaving all of these slimes to wallow in their own filth.
The collector takes care of it.
Not all the time.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm saving up for that teleporter. So there you need rads for the drill, booms for the pump, and honeys for the apiary. Just sink the money into the rewards club. That'll be pretty nice. Now I don't need to actually go out and find toys. I can just buy them. Now, I like the letters I get from the 7Z Corporation. They're quite silly. Quickly and reliably. Messing with your home while you read. But now we can actually change the color of a few things.
Ooh, I love milkshake. Go milkshake. Milkshake. Milkshake! Come on! No!
Just poor Jacob having a fucking aneurysm.
I wanted milkshake. God, slang it.
I got milkshake on my equipment.
Well, now it just won't work. Alright, that was a bad joke.
Oh, there it is. So there is also an upgrade to the slime toys. I think we need to buy more from the Rewards Club, but that will add more toys for the much later slimes.
The Buzzy Bee.
Okay, but the bomb ball is really good, and it sounds like it would be incredibly obnoxious. Ah, yes, you got them! A rock.
Here, have fun. Ow.
Enjoy your rock! Have fun, it's good.
Now feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like there's a certain direction that the toys work. Like, the rock will only really work if the base slime was a rock. So even though it's a rock tabby, if it was a base tabby, they're not so interested in it. I could be completely wrong, but that's sort of what I've noticed. So what I end up doing much later is I just put both toys into the corral.
Here are my radioactive slimes. Have some fissile material. Enjoy.
Yay, the bee. Look how happy it is. Aww.
And it goes squeaky.
Not that I would know. Because you already cut away.
There we are. Storage I don't really need, but I will put it to use.
Storage for all these laxatives.
No.
Please
Don't do
stop!
it. No. Why?
You sick fucker! Why would you do this?
Chickens are not people.
Who hurt you?
People. I guess.
Just make another pogo fruit tree, because why the hell not?
Ooh.
I'm not quite sure what that achievement is for.
For cocktails. I can go for one of those.
Maybe it just means feeding slimes a certain amount of fruit. The van. I like that.
Jesus Christ!
It died like a Viking.
But you didn't send it out to sea.
As a football fan, I don't want to hear about anything dying like Vikings.
Oh my fucking god.
Just enjoying the music in your house. There's some unique songs you can only hear in there. But next time we'll be having some more fun with the gadgets and what have you. And we'll be finding even more treasure. So ready your treasure pants.
Oh, they're ready.
Ooh, and also, we'll be unlocking a new area.
Ooh.
With weird,
Ooh.
scientifically illogical slimes.